So in answer to the question, would it put me off? I might get talked about more than I already do. Talk about being psycho. I edit that bit out. Join me this week as I take you to the Yorkshire Motorhome and Campervan Show, one of the favourites on my calendar. And let's see if the motorhome bubble that everybody talks about really has burst. Hello, I'm Jo, otherwise known as the menopausal motorhomer. Now, after navigating through some challenging years, adding the twist of my rapidly depleting hormones, I think I've found my ultimate remedy, hitting the road in my motorhomer lane. Join me on my travel escapades across the UK and Europe, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join me on my upcoming adventures. Hi, I'm Jo. If you're new to the channel, I'm known as the menopausal motorhomer. But don't let that put you off, because I promise I've already had a rage this morning. This week's vlog, I'm bringing you to one of my favourite shows here at Harrogate for the Motorhome and Campervan Show. So I'm in the show, and a lot of the questions that often get asked, which don't apply to me, is one, can you bring your dog? Well, meet Luna. Luna, say hello. Aww. And you normally get a treat in the gift bag, which of course you know I all love. One of the other reasons I love it here at Harrogate is there's loads of space outside, loads of exhibitions outside, so when I get a little bit warm, I can either take a lie down on a bed or I can go outside and let my warm moment pass. So you may remember from the NEC 18 months ago that I actually won tickets to go to the NEC through Motorhome Matt. Now this is Motorhome Matt's store, the leisure shop, and I'm just having a perusal around here. They've got some great deals on, and I'm going to show you a table that I really like the look of. Look at the finish on that. That is right up my street. And it's a good price too. So if you come to any of the Warner shows this season, you'll see Matt and his team, the leisure shop here. I definitely recommend going down there and grabbing some great deals. And if you're not, make sure you follow his podcast because he's got some great advice. But I think now it's time to go and look at some motorhomes and campervans. So I've really dabbled with the idea over winter of downsizing to a campervan. I've even had the insane idea of doing a campervan conversion myself. But don't worry, I wouldn't start a channel because it would be Bodge Job Joe. But I genuinely have thought about downsizing. Now, every time I think about it, I change my mind. But I'm going to have a decent look today and see what's about. So for those of you that do follow my channel, you'll know I have an Eldis Evolution, which is a Brownhill special. Now, I bought mine 2015 plate, and I bought it 2 years ago, and I paid 43,000 for it. Now, this is a 70 plate, and I believe it may be a 2-berth, but I'm just going to go and have a look. The price on the ticket on the dash is 52,000. So it is a 2-berth. I've just looked on the spec. It's got 10,000 miles on the clock. And it is one of the beds that you make up here, so it hasn't got a bed that comes down. But what I do like about it is it's really airy, lots of space. And something I've done in mine to stop the draft from the cab is I actually went to Dunelms and bought a really cheap curtain pole and put a curtain across there, so in the winter that really stops the draft getting in. Now this is an Evolution, but it doesn't have the same dash as I've got. I've got like a walnut effect, wood effect dashboard, which I think I actually prefer mine to that. You've got the Cello TV, which comes as standard. You have got a little step down there, then you're into the kitchen. And what I do like about these vans is, one, you've got the full fridge, which is something that I really struggle with. So actually when I go to France in the summer, I tend to take my portable fridge. But the rear end bathroom is a game changer. You've got the standalone shower, it's not a shower room, and you've got a wardrobe big enough for lots of boxes of wine. The reasons I like my AutoQuest so much is because it is lightweight. I can drive it on my licence. For a little bit more, if you've got the right licence, you've got your C1, this Auto Trail 71 plate with 5,000 miles on the clock. Yorkshire Rose Motorhomes have got a nice range in. I would get myself down there if I was looking. So I've actually had a walk around already, and one thing I am noticing is although the motorhomes are coming down in price, the camper vans aren't. This 21 plate Rimor here, the van, is on sale for 57,000. But if you look, the cab door is on the European side. Would that put you off buying a motorhome? So in answer to the question, would it put me off? I don't think so. I'd just park the opposite way around so that you make sure your hab doors aren't up against others' hab doors. This is actually a really nice van. It is top end of a budget, it's 75,000, but you've got your top bed up there and you've got the double bed at the back. Loads of space, really bright, very nice van. And show deal, 105 amp hours lithium battery. And as I've driven around Europe over the last couple of times I've been there, camper vans are definitely becoming more popular on the continent as well. This one is quite nice. It's a Prestige, Eldest Prestige AutoQuest CV80. There is lots of deals here at the show to be had. This one has 9,000 off. It's got a pop-top roof as well, so that extra bed space up there. The only thing that is putting me off camper vans, I like my bike rack. I do like to take my bike on holiday, especially France, where I can just get out, get my little basket out and pop off and get my wine and baguette. One of the other good things about the shows, even if you're not here for a camper van, you can be here for the accessories. Don't forget, if you are planning on Europe, make sure you've got one of these in the driver's pocket and passenger side. Feedback as well, last year you may remember I bought chair covers for the driver's seats from this stand. I think they were £30. They are doing great and I have put a lot of miles on my van in the last year. These definitely helped me out in Whitby the last time I was up there. And one of the other things I've upgraded this year is my mattress topper. I'm lucky and fortunate to live near the warehouses in Wakefield, so I went along and they cut me a memory foam piece to size, to fit, and now I sleep like a princess. So it's good to see that there's a nice range of second-hand motorhomes here back on the forecourts of the dealers. We've got Durham Caravans here with a wide range, Denson Campers over here. I think there are about 34 dealerships at the show this weekend. I just feel like it'd be a bit greedy to ask for one of each. Do you reckon I could get away with it?
Can I get Mars Bar Rice Crispy?
I'm slightly disappointed that that's this time last year the scooter guy was here. I'd actually got in my head I might buy one of them because I do think that would be a great option for my winter trips rather than the bike. Maybe he's round the corner. So just had a lovely cup of tea, feeling really refreshed, been chatting to some lovely couples, really nice. That's what I like about these shows, is everybody has something in common. You've either got a motorhome or camper van or you're looking for one. And I was just explaining to them, a lot of people, believe it or not, when I try and say about my channel, say, oh no, motorhome, menopausal motorhome, not for me, not for me. It's like, no, I don't talk about being psycho. I edit that bit out. And the Flagman's got a wide range. Look at all of them. Now this has caught my eye. That looks like a Arena My Rider. Let's see if I can go and have a test ride.
Oh, she looks lovely on that corner.
Yeah, because she's not pedalling.
Oh, yeah, brake. I found the brake.
Yeah.
I'm not having a go.
Yeah, use both brakes, but you've got to pedal it. Try pedal it, and you'll find it easier.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I'm not going on it.
See the difference when she pedals it. Once she starts pedaling,
Yeah.
you find it easier. Is that better?
Yeah. And because it's got little wheels, it doesn't make much difference, does it? It still
No,
goes
no,
fast.
no. Yeah.
So So just had a chat with my rider. That was great. Honestly, that is a game changer for me, an e-bike. One thing I've really struggled with is my knee, old age. But they do cycle to work as well. So if you're not familiar with Cycle to Work scheme, it's a scheme where you can apply for a voucher. Your employer has to actually be participating in the Cycle to Work scheme, but my employer allows me to apply for up to £3,000, and that's a salary sacrifice, which means it benefits me for my tax. I do like the look of a Transit as well as a camper, and I've considered buying something like this just to use as a day-to-day, but also something that I could use much easier off-grid. Oh wow, it's even got a shower, look. And I do genuinely think I could manage in something of that size. Maybe that's what I could do as a conversion, is convert a small camper van, like a T4 style vehicle, into a weekend camper. Just need something I can park in one space, because as much as I love Elaine, she's got a big body. Oh wow. Drop down bed. It's got a bedroom. The last show I went to was the Birmingham NEC last October, and I had an absolute meltdown because it was so busy. But I can honestly say I am loving it here today. It is the best type of show. I think the Warner shows this year, I would get your tickets fast, because these are going to be popular. I've just had an epiphany moment. Maybe I need to get myself a bongo. Look at these. The price is right. It's a day car. Can I use it as a day car? It's a rock and roll bed. It's got a cooker. Fridge. Oh, it's an automatic. Well, that would be something different. It's got an upstairs for me to be able to, for storage. There, I don't know who sits there. Let's have a look at storage. I wouldn't need much just for a weekend. That's a bit red for my liking. I might get talked about more than I already do. Now, I've just realised the epic fail I've made. These are actually Toyotas, not Bongos. Oh, a Nissan. Nissan, yeah. I've looked at these. So there's a Wild Axe. As I say, the camper vans are really holding their value. The motorhomes, you can get a fairly good deal here, and when I say a fairly good deal, I am realistic. These are still expensive prices, but the camper vans are still right up there. This has just caught my eye. Could I get away with a day car? I like the colour. The day car is right up my street. So if you wonder where I am, I've brought myself for a sit down. I'm seeing how I fit in. I need to think of the logistics. I would need to put the motorhome in storage. If this is my day van and I'm going somewhere a little bit longer, like I think I might take myself down to the Alps and Switzerland later in the year, then this would have to go into storage in place of the motorhome. Is that how it works? I don't know. I've never put a motorhome in storage. So, you know, if you've got any suggestions, then it would really help. It would be really helpful. But yeah, I'm starting to come around to that idea. Reborn Campers, they seem really reasonable, and it's a new company, 6 years old, and this is the first festival they've done. I just got chatting to the gent there about that camper, and I think I'm genuinely gonna go home and see what that is like for the insurance. 'Cause that's nice. Anyway, I think it's time for me to go and sit down and listen to the experts.
That was the only thing we don't use it for. You use it for sort of if you clean stuff up, use it as a drying rack. It's good for sort of transporting things around. It's amazing.
Just been to the talk with Darren from Urban Motorhomer and Tash from Life Beyond Bricks, and they were talking about life when they live in their van. I don't live in my van, and one of the questions that I was just chatting to people in there about was when I was in Spain recently. You can see my series in Spain. I actually found it really stressful to work full time and also live van life, so I've got a real massive amount of empathy for those people who do that lifestyle. So I've just been looking at the spec on this. It's an auto sleeper, and I'm starting to think about the day van because I've just looked at the technical spec on that, and the water tank is only 69 litres. I say only, oh my gosh, that's a real today life problem, isn't it? That it's only 70 litres. But I suppose if I did have a day van, that's something you've really got to think about is water, carrying the water, and whether I do that, and heating and wastewater. But it's a weekend van. It's a completely different mentality to motorhome. But when I was chatting to somebody earlier as well, we were talking about how the smaller vans are really holding their value as well. So again, it's not cheap. It's £50,000. But this is a 2017 plate auto sleeper, 30,000 miles, category B, that you can drive it on, the 3.5 tons, and it's got an end bathroom. So let's go and have a look at this. Oh, first of all, it's got a Fiamma lock on, an external lock. That's good to help me up. Oh, this is actually really nice. I liked the dark wood. I used to have a Bailey Caravan which had dark wood. This is really nice. 2-berth. I like the lighting. It feels cosy. And it's got an end bathroom, which is always a win for me. Separate shower. Of course, the only thing that puts me off is having to make the bed up every night, which I used to do in the caravan. But now I sleep in the beluga whale carb above the bed. It's very quiet here at the show this week. Very quiet. I wonder if that's significant of the market, and I wonder what impact that might have on the prices this year. Who knows? Check out this nifty little design. So I've just bought 2 extra small ones for my kitchen window, but basically they keep the windows open. I'm always worried about using the window stays because in case I stretch them, not stretch them, but you know what I mean, overexert them. So these are brilliant. So I've just got some of these extra small ones. So you can also buy these window stays from the Facebook motorhome groups as well. So if you put in your search on Facebook, window stays, these guys will pop up. I've just remembered there's one thing I wanted to buy, and I reminded myself last year and I forgot. I need to get an awning tie-down kit this year. And last year when I was at Talmont sur Gironde, I could have definitely done with an awning tie-down kit to hold that awning down while watching that beautiful sunset. We've done really well for the weather, but it's just started spitting everybody in. And don't forget, you've got the dates for all the rest of the Warner shows. We've got the Southern Motorhome in May, the National Motorhome at Newark in June, Norfolk in July, and if we come over here, we've I've got all the other dates of the shows. If you log on to Out and About Live, you'll see all the dates for the shows, and that's also where you can buy your tickets. Two vans here under 6 metres. I've spoken to quite a few people today who that is what they're after. As long as you can park a van in one space. So one thing I haven't done today is really show you around the vans and go into the specs and the technical side of things. I'm not technical. My channel is more about the travel and showing you places to go. That's why I'm here at Harrogate today. It's not to show you all the different vans on offer. It's to say, get down here and, you know, go to the shows this year. It's a really good value day out in my opinion. But I've just seen this. And I would definitely recommend anybody who wants to have a go at driving and has a fear, get rid of that down at your local shows. Most of them have manoeuvring courses. And look what I remembered. Finally, bargain price too, £4 each. When I was saying earlier about the curtain, this is what I've got, but just a much longer one. And if you are considering joining one of the clubs, I'd definitely make the most of the show offers. So the Caravan and Motorhome Club. So there you get, if you join up today, you get 2 free nights stay, which actually, depending on the price of the membership, would be quite good value. I also bought some of these last year, and I can highly recommend them. They're still going strong. But one thing I have noticed today is there's plenty of these signs going